Have you ever wondered why some people in their 90s are still walking tall, climbing stairs, tending gardens, while others struggle just to get out of a chair? It's not just luck, and it's not just genetics either. What if I told you that your joints, yes, those knees that creak when you get up, or the hips that groan when you move, can actually stay strong and flexible deep into your 80s, 90s, even past 100? You just need to give them the right kind of fuel. And no, I'm not talking about expensive supplements or some secret celebrity diet. I'm talking about real, honest-to-goodness nutrients found in foods you already know that are scientifically shown to protect your joints and help you stay active, independent, and pain-free well into old age. Now, I know how frustrating it can be. Maybe you've tried things in the past, vitamins, creams, even joint injections, and nothing seemed to really help. I've been there, researching for weeks, digging through endless medical articles, talking to health experts and seniors just like you, all to find out what actually works. So today, I want to share with you something special, 7 powerful nutrients that can make a huge difference. And just for staying with me, I've saved one simple but powerful bonus tip at the end of this series that could change how you feel every single morning. Consider it my thank you for watching and being part of this amazing community. Before we dive in, if you care about staying active and keeping your independence as you age, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. I love hearing your stories. It's what keeps this channel going. Now let's talk about something you feel every day but might not realize is a warning sign. Your joints. Your body has been whispering to you all along. Little aches, stiffness in the morning, that grinding feeling in your knees. Those are your joints asking for help. But here's the good news. There are things you can do starting today to protect them. Let's begin with one of the most underrated but essential nutrients for joint health: omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are like oil for your joints, keeping everything smooth and helping to calm the fires of inflammation. Think of inflammation like rust on your joints. It wears them down over time. But omega-3s, they help clean out that rust. If you've ever had salmon for dinner, you've already taken a step in the right direction. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, they're all packed with omega-3s. And if you're not a fan of fish, don't worry. Walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are plant-based alternatives that can still give your joints a fighting chance. Here's something powerful to consider. Studies have shown that seniors who regularly consume omega-3s not only have less joint pain, they actually walk better, climb stairs easier, and report needing less medication for arthritis. That's the kind of simple change that could add years of freedom to your life. And if you're wondering, how much do I need? About 2 servings of fatty fish per week is a great start. Or you can ask your doctor if a fish oil supplement is right for you. Just make sure it's high quality and purified, because what you don't need is mercury in your system. Now let's talk about a quiet superstar. Vitamin D. It's one of those things you don't think about much, but without it, your bones and joints are like a house without a foundation. Weak, brittle, and more prone to collapse. As we age, our bodies get worse at absorbing vitamin D from sunlight. You could be out gardening for an hour and still not make enough. And unfortunately, most seniors in the US are deficient in this vital nutrient. Why does that matter? Because vitamin D doesn't just keep bones strong. It helps regulate calcium, reduce inflammation, and even supports your immune system. Without enough of it, your joints can become stiff, your muscles can weaken, and healing from injuries can take much longer. Good sources? Fatty fish again, eggs, fortified milk, and even mushrooms that have been exposed to sunlight. But honestly, most people over 70 will benefit from a daily vitamin D3 supplement, usually around 800 to 1,000 IU per day, though your doctor might adjust that based on your levels. Let me share a quick story. I once spoke with a woman named Dorothy. She's 92 years old, lives alone, and still cooks her own meals every day. Her secret? She swears by her morning walks and her vitamin D drops. She told me, if I skip it for a week, I feel it in my hips. But when I stay consistent, I move like I'm 20 years younger. That brings us to another incredible helper for your joints: collagen. Now, if you've ever heard someone say, "I used to be flexible, but now I feel like a wooden plank," they might just be low in collagen. Collagen is the glue that holds your body together. It's what gives your joints that cushioned, elastic feeling. But here's the catch. After about age 50, your body starts producing less and less of it. By the time you're in your 70s or 80s, you could be running on empty. That's when things start to go wrong. Creaky knees, popping shoulders, stiff fingers. But by giving your body more collagen, you can help rebuild those worn-down cushions inside your joints. Where do you get it? Bone broth is a fantastic source. It's rich, comforting, and full of gelatin, which your body turns into collagen. You can also find collagen powders and supplements that dissolve in coffee, tea, or smoothies. Some even come with added vitamin C, which is important because your body needs vitamin C to build collagen. And here's a little bonus tip. If you're going to take a collagen supplement, pair it with something acidic, like orange juice or lemon water. That acid helps break it down so your body can absorb it better. So far, we've talked about omega-3s to fight inflammation, vitamin D to support bone strength, and collagen to restore flexibility. Together, these three form a powerful foundation for lifelong joint health. Because the truth is, your joints don't wear out overnight. It happens slowly, quietly, day by day, unless you give them what they need. And the next nutrient on our list is one that often gets overlooked, but it plays a massive role in keeping your joints strong and your movement smooth. It's vitamin C. Now, most people think of vitamin C as the cold-fighting vitamin, and yes, it's great for your immune system. But what many folks don't realize is that vitamin C is also essential for producing collagen, that same miracle compound we just talked about. Without vitamin C, your body simply can't make or maintain the collagen that cushions your joints. Think of it like trying to bake a cake without eggs. No matter how good your ingredients are, it won't hold together. That's what happens inside your body when you don't have enough vitamin C. Your joints start to weaken from the inside out. Luckily, getting more vitamin C into your day isn't difficult. Fresh fruits like oranges, strawberries, and kiwi are excellent sources. Bell peppers are surprisingly packed with it too, especially the red ones. You can also drink a small glass of fresh orange juice in the morning or sprinkle lemon juice over your meals for a zesty, joint-friendly boost. And if you're not eating as much as you used to, or if your appetite just isn't the same these days, a simple vitamin C supplement might be worth considering. Just make sure to speak with your doctor about the right amount for you. Now let's talk about something many older adults already have in their kitchen: turmeric. Yes, that bright yellow spice you might recognize from curry or golden milk lattes. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which has some of the strongest natural anti-inflammatory properties known to science. It's like nature's ibuprofen, without the side effects. When taken regularly, curcumin can help ease the swelling and stiffness in joints, especially in people with arthritis or years of wear and tear. There was a study not long ago where seniors with knee pain were given curcumin supplements daily. After just a few weeks, many reported less pain, better movement, and even reduced reliance on over-the-counter medications. Now here's something important. Curcumin is powerful, but it needs a little help to be absorbed properly. That's where black pepper comes in. Yes, the ordinary black pepper in your spice rack. It contains a compound called piperine, which increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. That's not a typo, 2,000%. So if you're adding turmeric to your meals, don't forget a pinch of pepper, or look for a supplement that combines both ingredients for maximum benefit. Speaking of essential nutrients, let's turn to a mineral that many people don't associate with joints, but it plays a huge role: magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 processes in your body, but one of its most important jobs is helping your muscles relax. You see, your joints don't work alone. They depend on the muscles around them for support. If your muscles are tight or constantly in spasm, they pull on your joints and create stress, tension, and pain. Magnesium helps smooth things out. It's like the conductor of your muscular orchestra, making sure everything moves in harmony. Here's a little sign you might be low on magnesium: muscle cramps, especially at night. If you've ever had those sudden, painful cramps in your calves or feet, there's a good chance your magnesium levels are too low. And over time, that imbalance can put a lot of pressure on your joints. Now, where do you get magnesium? Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are great sources, so are nuts, seeds, avocados, and even dark chocolate. Yes, you heard that right, dark chocolate. Just a small square of the good stuff can actually help support your joints. And if your diet doesn't include many of those foods, a magnesium supplement could help. Just remember, too much can upset your stomach, so start with a low dose and speak to your healthcare provider first. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, that's already a lot. Omega-3s, vitamin D, collagen, vitamin C, turmeric, magnesium. But here's the beautiful thing. These nutrients work together. They're not just individual players. They're part of a team. And when your body gets all of them in the right balance, something amazing happens. You start to feel more mobile, more flexible, more independent. You start to trust your body again. And for many people over 70, that's the most important feeling of all. Not just living longer, but living better. Now I want to pause for a moment and say something from the heart. If you've been dealing with joint pain for years, it's easy to feel like nothing's going to help. It's easy to think this is just part of aging, that it's too late. But it's not too late. I've seen people in their 80s and 90s turn things around just by making small, consistent changes. Nutrients aren't magic pills, but over time, they give your body what it needs to start healing from within. You are not broken. Your body is still listening, still responding. Sometimes it just needs a little help. So whether you're taking your first steps toward joint health today, or you've been on this journey a while, know this. Every step you take, every food you choose, every supplement you consider, it's all part of something bigger. You're investing in your strength, your independence, your joy. Let's keep going, because there's one more nutrient that ties it all together. One that supports not just your joints, but your whole body's healing ability. With one final nutrient that quietly does its work behind the scenes, but its impact is anything but small. That nutrient is calcium. Now, when people think of calcium, they usually think of bones. And yes, it's critical for bone strength, but it also plays a key role in how your joints function. Strong bones form the framework for healthy joints. Without enough calcium, the bones around your joints can become brittle and weak. And when that happens, the joint itself becomes unstable, more prone to injury, inflammation, and chronic pain. But here's the surprising part. Just like with vitamin D, many older adults in the US aren't getting enough calcium. And when your body doesn't have enough in your diet, it starts pulling it out of your bones to keep your heart and muscles working. That's when real problems begin. So how do you get enough calcium? Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt are obvious choices. But if you're lactose intolerant or just not a fan of dairy, you can turn to leafy greens like kale and bok choy, or fortified plant milks like almond or soy milk. Sardines and canned salmon, bones included, are also surprisingly rich in calcium. If your doctor recommends a supplement, make sure it includes calcium citrate, which is easier to absorb, especially as you age. And ideally, it should be paired with vitamin D so your body actually uses it effectively. So now you've got the full picture: omega-3s, vitamin D, collagen, vitamin C, turmeric, magnesium, and calcium. These are the 7 nutrients that form a solid defense for your joints. But nutrients are just part of the solution. Because knowledge without action, that doesn't bring change. Let's talk now about what you can actually do, starting today, to put this knowledge into motion and feel better in your body. First, don't wait for pain to get worse before you start caring for your joints. Prevention is the most powerful medicine, and it begins at your kitchen table. You don't need fancy recipes or expensive superfoods. What matters most is consistency. Making sure your meals contain at least one joint-supporting nutrient every single day can have a bigger long-term impact than any supplement alone. Try starting your morning with a bowl of oatmeal topped with chia seeds and fresh berries. That's omega-3s and vitamin C in one simple breakfast. Add a small glass of fortified almond milk for calcium, or warm up with a cup of bone broth in the afternoon, rich in collagen and soothing on cold days. Little changes like that, repeated daily, are what builds strength over time. And don't forget movement. Yes, movement. Even gentle movement tells your joints, I still need you. Stiffness is often the result of inactivity, not just aging. You don't need to run marathons, but a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood, Gentle chair yoga, or even stretching your arms and legs while seated can do wonders. One woman I spoke with recently, 87 years old, told me she walks in place while brushing her teeth, just to keep her joints moving a few extra minutes each day. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing something. And please don't underestimate the power of hydration. Water keeps the cartilage in your joints soft and flexible. If you're not drinking enough, your joints can literally start to dry out. Aim for 6 to 8 cups a day, unless your doctor tells you otherwise. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water feels boring. Now let's take a moment to talk about something we often overlook: mental health. Because pain doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mood, your energy, even your hope. But did you know that depression can actually make physical pain feel worse? That's why caring for your joints isn't just about nutrients and movement. It's also about connection, joy, and purpose. Call an old friend, join a senior walking group, attend a community class, even virtually. Laugh, sing, share a meal with someone you love. These things don't just lift your spirit, they help reduce inflammation in the body. They give your nervous system a break from stress. And when stress drops, healing happens more easily. Feeling alone? You're not. Millions of seniors across the country are searching for community just like you. If you're watching this, you're already taking a powerful step toward connection. Because this space, this channel, is a place for you. A place to learn, to grow, to feel supported. And if you haven't already, consider setting up regular checkups with your doctor or physical therapist. Getting a simple joint flexibility test or bone density scan can give you a better picture of where your health stands. More importantly, it gives you a chance to catch small problems before they turn into major ones. It's easy to brush off a little stiffness here or a twinge there, but your body's always talking to you. And when you listen early, you give yourself the best chance to stay strong. Now, one more thing: social support. It's one of the most powerful healing tools we have. Did you know that seniors with strong social networks experience less chronic pain and recover faster from illness? Whether it's a neighbor, a grandchild, a friend from church, or a new friend from an online group, don't let yourself drift into isolation. If no one's reached out to you lately, maybe it's time you make that first move. A quick phone call, a simple, "Hey, how are you doing?" That little moment of connection could lift both of you up. Because here's the truth: aging doesn't mean fading, it means adapting. It means choosing to care for your body in new ways. And it means believing that your best days can still lie ahead, even in your 80s, 90s, or beyond. This isn't just about joints, it's about you, your independence, your dignity, your ability to pick up your grandchild, tie your own shoes, or get out of bed without wincing. That freedom, that strength, it's still within your reach. The nutrients help, the daily choices matter, and your mindset, that's the glue that holds it all together. So if you've been sitting there wondering if any of this is worth the effort, let me say it again. Yes, it is. You are. Because when it comes down to it, the strength of your joints isn't just about what you eat. It's about the choices you make every day, the little ones that add up to something powerful over time. So let's take a moment to pull it all together. We've talked about 7 key nutrients your joints are quietly begging for. Omega-3 fatty acids to calm inflammation, vitamin D to keep your bones strong, collagen to restore flexibility, vitamin C to build that collagen and support healing, turmeric, nature's anti-inflammatory warrior, magnesium to relax your muscles and reduce stress on your joints, and calcium, the foundational mineral that keeps your bones and joints steady and secure. These are not exotic, out-of-reach solutions. These are real, practical changes you can make. One meal, one habit, one small shift at a time. But just knowing these things isn't enough. The real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Because your body is still listening, it's still responding to what you give it. Even if you're 70, 80, or 95, the human body never stops trying to heal. That's its nature. It just needs your help. If your joints feel stiff when you wake up, don't ignore it. Stretch gently, hydrate, move a little. If the stairs are harder than they used to be, take your time, but don't stop climbing. Every step sends a signal to your body. I'm still here. I'm still in this. If you've fallen out of rhythm, maybe you've been feeling down, eating less, or moving less. That's okay. You're not alone. But now is the moment to make a change. It doesn't need to be big. In fact, the smaller the change, the more likely it will stick. Start with one thing. Add a source of omega-3s to your lunch. Drink a little more water. Take a short walk after dinner. Smile at a neighbor. Open a window and feel the sun on your skin. These moments may seem small, but they are acts of resistance against decline and reminders that you still have control. Now let's talk about something even more important: personal responsibility. There comes a point in life where we must decide, am I going to let time push me around, or am I going to push back a little? Taking care of your joints is not a gift to your doctor. It's a gift to you. It's how you stay independent, stay in your home, stay in control of how you live and move. No one else can do that for you. Not your children, not your spouse, not even your caregiver. But you can. Starting today. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect. You don't need to follow a rigid routine or live like a health guru. You just need to listen to your body, honor its needs, and make the kind of choices your future self will thank you for. Because the truth is, we all want the same things as we grow older. We want to wake up without pain. We want to get out of a chair without help. We want to play with our grandkids, tend our garden, cook our own meals, and keep doing the little things that make us feel like ourselves. That's not too much to ask. And if you've watched this far, I believe you're someone who's ready to take the next step. You're someone who still believes in your health, in your strength, in your right to age with dignity and purpose. So here's what I want you to do right now. Commit to one change, just one. Write it in the comments, whether it's adding a new food, taking a daily walk, calling a friend, or asking your doctor about a supplement. When you write it down, it becomes real. And when you share it with this community, you inspire others to do the same. And if this video gave you something helpful, if it made you feel hopeful or reminded you of your strength, please take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell so you never miss a chance to take care of you. You are not too old to make a difference in your health. You are not too late to feel better, and you are certainly not alone. I want to thank you truly for spending this time with me, for investing in yourself, for showing up, not just for this video, but for your life. Growing older is not the end of something. It's the beginning of something deeper, a chance to slow down and take care of what really matters, to nourish your body, your relationships, your spirit. And if your joints have been calling out for help, this is your moment to answer. So take that first step. Your future self is already smiling at you. Stay strong, stay curious, and remember, you deserve to feel good in your body, no matter your age. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth it. And don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more uplifting, science-backed advice, and share it with someone you care about. We're in this together, and the journey is just getting started.